Oh, okay. Hmm. Mm. Mm. I'm having a shutdown. I underestimated how difficult it is to talk, but I want to talk to kind of document it. But it's difficult to produce the speech right now. Mm. I think the purpose of it is just like to, I don't know, to document the sequence, maybe to analyze it later. To document the experience. Mm. I want to do it because, like, after my last one that I talked about in the video about the shutdowns versus silent treatment, those were really powerful. And I thought, oh, okay, I know what it is now. Like, I know we will be able to, like, oh, hello, buddy, you're here. But yeah, it took me quite a while now to realize this was also a shutdown. I think like good 10-15 minutes before I was like, oh, okay, I think it's that. And then I understood, yeah, it was that. Because this one is a bit milder. No, kitty, don't do that. The kitty wants to produce the noises. And they just make me so. I know the other kitty wants to produce the noises. I will have to do something. Oh, crap. Hard to deal with the stimuli. Yeah, so I wanna kind of document it because depending on the, let's say, severity, they're very different experiences. Even though the symptoms are the what language am I speaking? The symptoms are pretty much the same. Kind of like, let's say in my profound one, I had about, like, let's say 10, and now I'm having like 6, but it's still the 6 that were also included in the 10, but like to a lesser degree, and it's a bit confusing. Like I didn't instantly realize that this is what's happening, and also once I regain my faculties. So I've been wondering, like, were those shutdowns that I got while talking to my narcissistic ex-friend, were those the only ones my whole life? Probably not, but like, where were the others? I didn't know where to look for apart from maybe like 1 or 2 instances. But now, kind of seeing the area feels vaguely familiar, that I think I have had these reactions before in this area. So I will have to re-examine the things. Anyway, how it all started. Feels right now like it's very weird. Like I'm pretending. Because I have the self awareness of like my own state. It's like, but if you're aware that you're in this state, why are you in this state? Because I'm in this state. Fuck off. Some kind of weird thing in my mind going, but like I can see you. Yeah, no shit, you're in my mind. Like, oh, if I can take notes on what's going on in here, like, is it so bad? Is it even there? Something so dumb. You can notice that, for example, the speech production is slowed down, and that I have to hold the utterance in my mind before I utter it. Not because like I'm trying to choose words or trying to express myself better, but just kind of because. Just it feels a bit heavier than somehow heavier in my mind than usual. And then like I noticed fucking Russian doll. Um and then like there is some kind of weird reaction in my mind is like, but then it's not like then it's over, then it's gone. Doesn't say that it's not happening because like yeah, we know it has happened. It's like then like if you see it then it's going away. And I'm no. It's still difficult. Anyway, yeah, how it all started. So I was watching the videos. I was actually painting. It's still a bit. Okay, now I need to straighten the paper. I was painting these old Yerevan buildings, and I was listening to the video from the channel on narcissists because I didn't. Shit. Okay. Yeah, like what do I want to say? I didn't come up with anything better, with any other better option. It's like, oh, what else? Can I do that? Can I do this? Now I'm having ideas about the shutdown. But anyway, let me try to do it consecutively. So yeah, I was watching one of the videos. It was about like walking on eggshells around narcissists, and I clicked on it because I saw this term. I have seen this terminology, this piece of terminology, quite a few times, and I'm not like I don't exactly understand. So I have understood a few things, a few pieces of terminology. I managed to map them to the behaviors that I observed and the situations that I've been in. But this one was like, well, was it there or was it not there? So like yeah, I decided to listen to it. I have no fucking recollection of it now. It's just the memory wipe. But it wasn't like the contents itself, they weren't triggering. I didn't feel attacked or anything. But then, yeah, the thing is, so my narcissistic ex-friend and the guy who who he's essentially using to like to have stuff, and and I don't know what's going on between them. I don't know what kind of fucking arrangement that is. So is that like like an innocent victim or just another fucker? I don't really like this guy, and this is gonna be I don't like that guy either. Them as a tandem, they pretty much behaved. I didn't have that much contact with the other guy. We weren't friends or anything, but like their mutual decisions and their mutual kind of like behavior, not mutual, like not mutual. So when they were acting together, when they were like representing the same kind of representing both of them together, so they were like the united front there in any kind of situation. And I'm not talking like conflict, I'm talking any situation. So them as a pair, they were just kind of indistinguishable. They were both neglectful and kind of very thin-skinned, which is gonna be here, and very kind of, so the moment you say something like, could you like, there is some criticism of like, maybe you can like, can you like, you did some dumbest thing, or like, this is not okay. The reaction they both would have is and then they just like, oh, we're so upset, and they just kind of like disengage, and the situation just stays there, and like it needs resolving. We're here because the situation needed resolving, but they're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so I'm not going to be doing anything, this kind of thing. And yeah, just like basically kind of expecting stuff from you and just receiving stuff without acknowledging that there is any effort put in there. And then like when you say that, like, can you like, can you be a bit more responsible, can you be a bit more like reciprocative? Well, we didn't ask for anything. Yeah, so this kind of bullshit. Oh crap. So that guy and my narcissistic ex-friend, there was this narrative, not overly present, but still there, that like I am very kind of like emotionally unpredictable. It's in me, and like you never know what's gonna offend you, and like it's just like I will like easier not to talk to you. Why are you still talking to me? That's another question. Probably because you need shit. Yeah. So there was this kind of thing, and so yeah, my narcissistic ex-friend would like say these things sometimes that like, I don't like, with every other person, like I know like what not to say, and then they never like, so I just learn within like 2 weeks, and then everything is peachy. Yeah, that's why no one is like, everyone has left. Yeah, that's exactly because it was like that. But like you, I cannot like, it's coming from nowhere, and like it's all different, and this sort of thing. Yeah, and the other guy, it was like he never, there were like I think a few small conflicts, maybe like a handful, like no more than 10 definitely, and that's over the span of 4.5 years. um, yeah, and by conflicts I mean like me reacting like, come on, like that was shitty. Like, the fuck are you saying this? So something like this, reacting something like that in this kind of fashion. Or like, will you fucking stop or something? Uh, I think I were like around, I don't know, maybe 7 or something. Oh, kitty, come on. So yeah, he kind of closer to the end point of our interactions. He was also, "No, I don't know. Also, like, I don't know, like, what's gonna offend you or not. Like, so I'm not gonna even like talk to you. Yeah, but when you want to borrow my money, that all changes somehow. Um, so there was this narrative, not again overly present, but still sometimes present. Uh, yeah, my point was, so like in these small conflicts, so I would say something like, "Man, come on, this sucks balls. Like, this is offensive. This is disgusting." With a bit more emotion because I'm subdued right now, but like not shouting and not like throwing anything and not doing anything. And he would like and like uh, go away and then like never ask what happened, never like, so that was never addressed. So yeah, of course you don't know the reason because you never asked for an explanation. And basically it was two types of situations. I'm gonna talk forever, but it's okay. One of which I still find very mysterious. I really can't understand why, like, what's the mechanics of that, and like how, like, why would I get caught in that, and like, is there a way of like disengaging before it becomes unbearable? But yeah, one type of situation, he was in the habit of like, so I would say something like, "Oh, I need to wash my hair," or like I would get up, or like, "Oh crap, like something hurts." So it's like, maybe you're like expressing a complaint, but like a very small complaint, and it's not even aimed at anyone, and it's like, it's just basically talking to yourself, which like all of them did, everyone fucking does. Or it's not even, it's like, again, like, to like, oh, like my head is itchy, like I need to wash my hair, that's it. So I would say, oh, like I need to wash. So you can express a need, and he would just latch onto it, and he would say like, why do you need that? And I, because I'm dumb, like I wish, like I wish I had recognized the situations before I entered them, because this is not a why. It's not, he was not satisfied when I would give him an answer. So like, oh, my head is itchy. So and he would just continue kind of arguing with me, saying that, so what, that it's itchy, like let it be itchy, and then it's, and whatever. And I would say, yeah, I don't exactly want to do that. Like, for me now, this isn't like, I cannot recreate it because my mind is not capable of doing that. Because you were given an explanation, so you asked why. You were given an explanation for some unfathomable reason. You decided to like, no, do something else, and then the person said, no, thank you. So that's where you stop. Not even like, you don't have like to hold your horses. It just, it's exhausted. The situation is exhausted, but not for him. So he would somehow continue that for like several fucking interactions of kind of just like dismissing and ignoring everything you say for no reason, because like it's not, it's literally about the things that are like, yeah, me washing my hair or something, and just coming up with like, and that's why you need to do this, and that's why you need to do that, and like I keep saying, well, no thank you, like this, whatever you're offering, I would say, I would kind of try, I would react to that. So what you're offering is not a solution to the problem that is not a problem, first of all, but also it creates more problems. So you're trying to answer, and then after like six, seven, kind of eight exchanges like that, of just the person not understanding that you're saying no thank you, and like I would be saying that, like that's not what I want, that's not I don't need it, I don't like it, it doesn't work like that for me. So then I would like, the fuck are you doing, I would like get like, come on, stop it. And he would like, and like, yeah, disappear in the other room and like sulk. So yeah, this was one type of situations where I reacted like that, and I actually remember a few more where I kind of didn't. Um, so I didn't have the energy in me. I was just like, fucking hell. But yeah, and the other one is, well, sexual harassment. Um, I don't know what's so like inexplicable and mysterious and unpredictable, and like in here, I really don't know. Yeah, like, but yeah, I was watching the video, and I get reminded of these interactions. So I was kind of thinking like, oh, is it reasonable to look at that as them being forced to walk on eggshells or something? Seems like it's not inexplicable, it's not like different, it's pretty consistent actually, and it didn't actually have big reactions, or I didn't I didn't shout for ages. My voice might have been raised, but like not to the degree that like the neighbors are listening to you, and the people from the building next to you are listening to you. And I didn't, you were just essentially expressing like, "Oh, that sucks balls, like stop," or something like this. But I got reminded of one of those situations where I had this reaction. It's very unpleasant. So the context is, I'm moving out of the country, um, and they are planning to move out to the same place where I am. Um, and it's, let's say, a tense political situation, and even I cannot do this now, but tense political situation in a country that is waging war against another country. So that country is in much bigger trouble, yeah, being bombed. So we were trying to get out of there. So just fuck that shit. Um, and because they're both like irresponsible, childish assholes, I'm already there, and they're waiting for divine intervention to do something. No, let's postpone it, and let's do this. And like let's not postpone it, but I'm not doing anything. I cannot do anything. So this sort of back and forth, and arguments between them. But anyway, so I am already here in Armenia. I'm settling in. There are quite a few things that I need to do, so I have just rented this apartment. I need to do some renovation here. I need to paint the walls. I need to like to do some other things, kind of like arrange stuff. And then we agree that the support guy, let's call him the support guy, the support third. Um, we agree that because he has like a vacation coming soon, we agree that he will come uh, in like in 2 weeks or something here to kind of like look around, to go to a few cities that they have looked at, just evaluate the situation or something. And there is a bag of stuff with some money that I didn't take with me. And because he's gonna be flying in from the city where I used to live, so he's gonna like bring it to here. Um, and like yeah, I will host him at my house, and I will like help him around because I already know something. So we will go there. Like we will try to find some. He had some questions about like getting loans from the bank and some kind of things. And of course they cannot talk to people, like neither of them can talk. I mean, I'm gonna talk about everything. It's like it's so fucking ironic that an autistic person, was running all of this communication with people for them, because no, we cannot even call like a taxi, because so they would like bicker. No, you call the taxi. No, you call the taxi. No, I can't. It's so difficult for me. No, I can't. It's so difficult for me. And like looking at them, you're 35 years old, both of you. That's pathetic. But yeah, that was the arrangement, that I will help my handicapped friends, socially handicapped friends. So I will not be able to quote anything because I'm not checking those chats, especially not right now, even though I'm better now. Um, so it's like a week before this guy's gonna come, and we're talking about something, and I'm outside, and so I'm recording like voicemails and maybe like sending some pictures. We were discussing some details and just like life, the situation. And I think I sent him some pictures of the town where I live, and so I'm essentially updating my friend on how it's going for me with establishing my new life here. And like I'm also sharing, this is really nice here, this is what I enjoy here, and this has been a bit of a problem, but I did this and this and that, so this sort of thing. So there is a place here with stairs. I don't know, like it's hard for me to recreate it. So this is disgusting. It's so disgusting. Hurts. So I'm in the state of we're in the same boat, kind of like I'm helping them out, they're helping me out, we're like all together, and they're my friends, and like I'm sharing this information presumably with a person who cares about like how it's now for me, being trying to settle here and everything. But yeah, his reaction to the stairs is like Oh, like cool. So it's like you will walk up and down so much, so the sex with you is gonna be better. And I don't remember how it came to be, but I learned the explanation for that too. Because I don't remember if first, I fucking can't. It's just it's so. I want to translate it like correctly because now it's a bit misleading. But I cannot do that because I don't remember the exact quote, and I cannot. Will not go there to listen to that again or like to read it again or something. Somehow I learned that. So he says something like, "Oh, maybe well, I don't know if it's gonna be better for you, but like I fucked a girl who had like strong legs, and it was really pleasant for me." This is I don't remember the sequence. If I reacted with like, "Dude, the fuck," which is kind of something. This is very similar to what I said. Like I said his name and like, "Fucking hell." The fuck are you doing? The fuck are you saying? So this was my reaction. Hard to collect my thoughts. It was like it felt like being punched in the guts out of the blue, kind of like you see someone struggling on the stairs or something with the big bag, and you tell them, "Oh, let me give you a hand." And they're like, "Oh yes, thank you so much." Or like, people are so rude; they don't care about anything. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I wish like people would be more helpful." So, we're carrying this back together, and I'm helping them, and then they like, like with a mouth like that, like your mouth would look good with a dick in it. That's so. So I say like the fuck. He and just disappears, and I'm floored. So I go to my next narcissistic ex-friend, and I'm like, how do I fucking deal with it? Like, this is painful. Which is like, this was a wrong place. And yeah, like it's like a hour, 2 hours long discussion that actually nothing has happened. He didn't mean anything. He meant something else. And also, why don't you think about me? How it's painful for me? And everything can mean everything, and that nothing means nothing. But the only thing that is important that I'm hurt, and like, and me trying to like still to explain that, yeah, this is not cool. This is painful. I'm not like a walking vagina. I'm a person. and you're supposed to be my friend because you call yourself my friend. So you're supposed to fucking care about my life as I present it to you. You're supposed to empathize with my internal experiences of like, oh, like there is this problem with, I don't know, gas or electricity or something, but oh, we have this nice bridge just here. But no, instead of that, I don't even know, I don't know how to describe it. You just, yeah, there was another one. But you will have sex with someone, so it's gonna be good for them. So like, instead of being somehow emotionally involved in my life, which I am in theirs, you're like worried about non-existent people. Not worried, you're like, you care about some non-existent people, future people who like, yeah, I'm trying to say all of this, and like it's futile if you need to explain it. Well, somehow that situation gets resolved. So now, when I got reminded of, so I'm reminded of the conversations, I'm reminded of the kind of the attitudes expressed in there, and then I'm reminded of didn't end there. Um, so when that individual came here, he brought me the bag. I showed him around. I was like, yeah, let's, like, I will arrange this and that for you. We can go to that place. I will Google. I will ask this sort of thing. Um, so we go to another city because they wanted to live in a different city. Sadly, they don't. Um, and so we rent like a hotel room together. It's all about this. Oh yeah, like let's deal with this, and like I will. You can. I'm like providing friendship for him. Uh, so oh, this aspect here, but let's see. Maybe we can like. This is a bit of a problem, but let's see what else. Oh, like transfer, like health, like hospitals, access to shops, like this sort of something. Like I'm essentially like running the whole operation. So yeah, and we go back to the hotel, and the evening comes, and we go to bed, and he just starts fucking whining. Well, if you want, but please, but maybe you want just in case you want to fuck me, but pretty please. And then, and to that, I even don't even react. I'm like, no, sleep tight. Even though like I talked to my narcissistic ex-friend about it. So the irony of the situation is they move here, the worst fucking decision of my life, to help them with this. They move here, they start living here, and so this the support guy happens to have long hair, and I did I think I did pink hair the previous year too, so I did it on me. And he was like, oh, I also want something, like I've been wanting to dye my head red for like a while. Can you do this for me? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I love doing shit with hair. So I dye his hair like I think two colors or something, blue and red. and it attracts attention of the local of the certain um, certain elements in the local population. Actually, I think all of them. So there is this interpretation that he's gay because of hair. um, and like even the long hair already, and yeah, the colorful hair is like, oh, must be gay or something. So one local individual essentially stalks him through some kind of messenger, like sees him somewhere, opens the messenger and sees who's around because like it has this data, I think. So he starts talking to him and hitting on him and harassing him. So like, oh, like you're so pretty. I wanna do all of these things with you. And the support guy says, I'm not gay, and he's like, but but maybe please, but just once, because I come on, pretty please. I'll even like bottom for you or something. Like, so pathetic. And uh yeah, it goes on for kind of like occasionally on and off, so like 20 minutes conversation, first about something normal, like how are you, how are you doing, and then again derailing into that harassment, because that's how harassers operate. um so it goes on for about like maybe 2 weeks, and my narcissistic ex-friend also gets involved, so they start talking all together, and they start trying to get that local gay guy, whatever, like do shit for them too. Like local contact. But the guy is not backing off with this, like, let me suck your dick or something. And the support guy has a nerve to ask me for advice. And the advice, like the asking is like, well, guys must harass you. What do you tell them? How do I get him off of me? And I'm like looking at him. Like, and I think he has like nothing. There is no recognition in his mind that he is the same. They're basically brothers, so they should go fuck. Um, these are not, by the way, the instances that I covered with his whining and nagging and trying to get some for no fucking reason. Those were not the only ones. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, are you? I don't know. And then yeah, eventually he he starts snapping at the guy. No surprise here, and nothing connects in his brain. There is no, or maybe it does, but they never let me know about that. So like, oh, I fucked up. Like, I inflicted distress on my friend, and that guy is not his friend. That's just some fuck they have never seen, or like maybe have seen a picture because that guy sent a picture or something. And I'm like their best friend, and I help them so much, and I'm the best. Yeah. So I'm remembering that, back to the shutdown. So I'm remembering all of this. I mean, I can laugh about the irony now, but it's not just unpleasant. It's painful and it's unfair that someone that you treat like a friend and you're very involved in their life, they react like that. Not react, they behave like that. And there is no effort to amend a situation. There's never like a sorry or anything. And yeah, my narcissistic ex-friend, the circular fucking discussions, and but no, it's actually everything is awesome, and no, you're also awesome, we're all awesome, but I'm so hurt, like this bullshit. So all of it is just appearing in my brain, and I'm trying to get out of there. I'm trying to think like I should have fucking left earlier, and I'm thinking like how I could have done it, and understand that I couldn't have done it because just the situation wasn't enough for me to snap that much, because I'm not that snappy. To just like complete like fuck off, if like no, I'm not gonna deal with you anymore. I'm not gonna interact with you. I'm not gonna interact with a harasser as if they're my friend. Like, so I'm trying to. This is in my mind, and there is no way out of there. So I'm just stuck in there essentially, like trying to. Not even trying. I think it's just you kind of drift in there, like in that corner where you've been, and there was no escape from there in this corner. So kind of repeating the thing. And I've even tried, like, I remember that I've even tried speaking to them about, I'm like, do you understand that this is my life? Like, this is not just you doing that. It's like everyone essentially still perceives you like that, like you're a vagina on 2 feet. Like, you go to the doctors only care about, like, is anyone fucking this vagina with the dick? Because that's the only purpose. That's the only purpose. Like, every person you meet, they're like they care so much about the penetrative state of your vagina. It should be like it's, and like whatever man you meet, it's like always whatever situation. Not 100%, but like about 85%, there's still some kind of bullshit like that. It's basically something you have to fend off all the time. And then you like, you've just done it. I fucking, like, was it later than that? I've had to kick people physically because they would just like grab me. And like when someone touches me, I just just react and I punch or I kick or something. So I'm trying to like tell them how painful it is. You fucking fight it off outside, and then you come to your friends, and your friends are doing the same shit. No, but that never connected. There is a catch here. There is a big catch here, but whatever. No, like a secret. There is a big secret here, but it doesn't matter. Not for now. So I'm in this kind of relieving the unfairness of it and just the break of trust. And then I noticed that, first of all, I'm not moving. Like, my hands are clasped and I'm just holding the same position. And everything is the muscles are kind of heavy, the body's kind of heavy and tense. And it's like something kind of like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, night falls down. So something kind of descends on your head, on my head, because it doesn't descend on yours. um, unless you're autistic, but you're autistic, you tell me how you experience it. So there is a lot of this physical kind of sensations and exhaustion and kind of this emotional, like, why is this my life, and like what do I do with it, and like it's so just you feel helplessness and just what is desperation, some kind of desperation. And then because I noticed the physical sensation and especially the clasping of kind of the hands and of just everything, I'm like, oh wait, am I not just like thinking about it and being upset or like rightfully angry or something? Am I in a shutdown? And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in a shutdown. Yeah, then I noticed that I'm actually speaking. So I'm saying occasional phrases, but I'm speaking in English. My brain just completely switched from my native language, which it does often, but I noticed that it's fucking difficult to produce my native language right now. Like much more difficult than English kind of can get out. And then yeah, I feel that I cannot move. Like no, I can, but it's very difficult. And kind of the altered cognitive abilities also. Kind of the world is much more narrow. The choices are more limited, and the agency is not really felt. The desires are gone. So yeah, I'm trying to like stop this thinking because I know the conclusions. I'm like, oh, I couldn't have left earlier, but I have left. I have left. It's been a year, more than a year now, so I shouldn't have done all of that, but I'm here now, so I know where I have to come, but I'm not getting there. So I'm thinking, yeah, like this is all, yeah, this is all well and good. It's all shit essentially, but like we're here, so let's do something else. But I understand that I don't have anything else. Like the desires are not forming. I'm more or less indifferent to everything. So yeah, then it all congregates in my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a shutdown. So then I try to get up, and I can notice the difficulty with moving, and then just the sensations. I think like just like neurological sensations. So some kind of like ticks and like temperature perception, kind of like waves of some sensations, maybe temperature related or something else related. Everything is a bit, much more narrow, and doesn't some. I would say at the same time everything touches you more than normally, but also less. There's some kind of cotton wool. So I go to the kitchen to feed the cats, and I see my hamster. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to like, hamster is good. I need to like touch the hamster. But it's like medicating yourself essentially with the things, and I'm just, like you're making these. I'm making these sounds because I'm exhausted. Like I'm physically exhausted. My whole body is just exhausted. And like I'm touching this hamsters and hamster, and he's running. It's like running on me, and normally that creates some kind of response in my brain, like chemicals or something, but now it's not. I can feel it. It's some, but I'm like, yeah, we were gonna get through this, this kind of thing. Mm, so, and I also stopped like, when so I know that like this is not cool. I don't need to relieve these situations again. I know that like my narcissistic ex-friend is a shit person. Like, what do you expect from a shit person? And yeah, like I couldn't have left then, but I have left, so now I'm not there. So I just, but with these conclusions, I'm thinking, okay, we need to do something now. Like we need to like get distracted from that. We need to do something that we actually want to do, but I don't want to do anything because I'm in a shutdown and I don't have access to the desires part of the brain, or the choosing part of the brain, like making decisions part of the brain. So once I realized that, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's pointless now to like think like, oh, should I watch Xena, or should I paint another picture, or should I like do that? No, you just kind of ride it. You just ride the wave, and it's gonna it's gonna go away. So I think I'm okay now, and it was mild. It was really mild. The level of kind of, I know this word. How do I say this? Is there a word like that? Let's process this. Oh crap! Ah, painful. Okay. Oh, my kneecap. Oh, my kneecap. Let me see. Oh, the manifestation. There is a word like that. We can use this one. So the manifestation changes really. It changes a lot depending on the. I still need another verb. The degree, yeah. So the degree of the experience of the. Like I'm saying that I don't have access to desires in my brain, but it's like 20% of what it was when I had my profound shutdowns. When did I have them? Again, on the 1st of January, I think it was. And then I also would say, yeah, I don't have any access to my desires, but somehow it's like, it's up to 100 there. Like much. So the symptom is the same. I feel that I cannot form desires, but now it was like, compared to that, it feels like as if I cannot form desires to a lesser degree somehow. Even though, like, no, it's not quantitative, because like it's not that I can, not I cannot form fewer desires. I cannot form them. It's hard to explain, but it feels that like the experience is less severe, like much less severe, and the same with all the other cognitive things. So kind of the narrowness is also not as narrow. It is narrow, but it's not as narrow, because I can compare it mentally and like, that was fucking tight. This one is, yeah, like still feels absolutely tight, absolutely narrow, but not like that. So it's interesting that I don't really take I can perceive it differently. So depending on the degree of the manifestations of the symptoms, these seem like two different things. So that was a shutdown, and this is, oh, that's just me I mean, I'm not, I wasn't even trying to think what I'm doing, but I had some interpretation. I must have had some interpretation. So probably it was that, no, yeah, like I'm just thinking about it and I'm getting upset and I remembered it. So, but I need to stop. And when I realized it was a shut, it's like I had to realize it was a shutdown. And I noticed that like it's as if it's like a slightly different disease because it's not so. Shutdown is not a disease, but I'm using this as a kind of like metaphor, comparison, not metaphor. So like coughing. So the profound shutdown would be like coughing and vomiting, be like projectile vomiting because you're coughing just so hard, just everything is burning and you cannot stop and you cannot even breathe because there is no time to take a breath because you're just coughing. And this one is like you're coughing and it's like exhausting, but you're not vomiting, and it's still this experience still kind of grasps the whole of you. So whatever you have access to now, this whole thing is affected by it. But the thing is a bit substantially bigger. It was substantially bigger in this case than it was uh, yeah, earlier in the year. Like partial, like again, I can compare it with like losing consciousness. So like the the, the size of the psyche is just different, but the whole of the psyche is affected. So it didn't like somehow like that felt like passing out. That didn't feel like passing out, but that's an analogy. So like that I understood I was passing out, and here I was like, oh, I'm just something. And then like, ooh, no, I'm also kind of shrinking in the psyche department, and I'm like wobbly and dizzy or something. And this was interesting. So I'm trying to think about the. Let me pause it. I'm trying to think of the reasons for this, because it pretty much it came out of nowhere. Because I've been watching these videos forever, and they were just there. Okay, whatever. More information, and I've been getting insights, so it's very useful. Like, oh, okay, that's that. I've been understanding things. So why like what's the thing? Now, just a few minutes ago, I had this idea that, oh, I mean, I went on a hike today, not on a big one, but on a small one, but I still am. I mean, there was some physical exertion, and I haven't kind of had enough food. I mean, I ate, I think, right before watching the video, and I ate during the day, but I didn't eat enough food in total, so I probably will have to eat one more time today. At least eat something else to kind of like balance the the, the, the the output and the intake of the energy. Felt because I was having massive fun. So like I'm painting this picture, didn't help me. I'm like, oh, I can try this. And at the same time, like I'm analyzing the information and like oh, this could be a clue because I'm listening to the video and I'm trying to think, oh, like this can be taken this way and this can be seen like that. So I can, okay, this could be perceived like that. And here you can make this mistake and here, or like you can misinterpret it like this or interpret it like this and could be this and could be that. So this kind of analysis, but of very many points that are not like, they're not linear. They're like, oh, and this and that and that. And this thing which I was doing much more of, triggered the the profound shutdowns. So, like, some physical exertion, this too many possible meanings of everything, or just not too many, but just like many possible meanings to everything, like points to consider from everywhere. I will analyze this because so this treatment of me as a as a piece of cunt essentially. I think I will find something shutdowny in these interactions. Then yeah, just the the betrayal of trust and my narcissistic ex-friend. The smallest finger on the hand. Jesus fuck. Mm. Okay. No. I think unpleasant. So the narcissistic ex-friend could be just like in itself it's a trigger, but this like, oh shit, I'm thirsty and I have no water to drink. That sucks. Not being able to get any like normal response to that, isn't like, oh, like I'm I'm so sorry. Like I feel for you. I hope you will get water soon. Like maybe I could give you some, but maybe I can't. But still, I like I'm there for you. Like I'm holding your hand. It's an impossible response from my narcissistic ex friend. So anything else but that, like this is forbidden. So not being able to get this very basic, simple thing, and instead this circular and draining experience of talking to him. And then him never like saying that, oh, that sucks. Like just saying, not saying that, just like feeling that, oh, like, oh, that sucks for you. Like that should be better. So, for some reason, it's impossible to get from there. Like, I have to think why. Like, I know why it's impossible to get the like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I hope you get like water, but like this one, I'm not so sure now, and I'm not gonna think about it now, but maybe later. Yeah. So this is the final contributor. This conversation. A lot of words and a lot of emotions, but no reaction. Essentially, no involvement in whatever is happening to you. Being consequential and just indifference. Not even indifference, just like not being perceived in any way, while still being there. Like I'm here. Um, so I think all of these combined, they triggered the shutdown today, which I didn't even realize first it was a shutdown, but I did eventually. Gonna go touch my hamster now. Difficult. kind of had this thought in the middle of the shutdown. So like, don't put much importance on it, but still, I think I would like to try. So from the information that I have now, I gather that I've heard a lot about people's shutdowns or meltdowns being triggered by the kind of sensory stuff. So seeing a lot of stuff, hearing a lot of stuff, like being touched or something like this, like a lot or shit like that. I don't remember that happening, and I cannot find anything like that. So, but I can find some instances that are like emotional, intellectual, interactional, um, situation kind of thing, like resolving situations. So it's all about kind of, I mean, everything is about the bucket, but like it's more of the kind of internal life. And I was like, oh crap, I wanna, like, I would like to switch at least to try it out. So can I have shutdowns because of like lights instead? Not to like diminish anyone's struggles, because I mean I understand, because the objects, they're just there, lights and things like that, and you have to do something, and you cannot do something because it's gonna trigger a shutdown, but you still need to do shit. So things like that. But I was like, oh, maybe I could, like, if I had that, how if I had that, would I manage better with this? Because if it's like inanimate objects, it would probably involve a lot of like work, but I would just try to avoid it, which I think I do in many ways. Just elope. I just leave the kind of like sensory, more physically unpleasant situation. So I don't think I have ever reached the level that is necessary to trigger a shutdown. Maybe. Uh, but yeah, I was like, ooh, interesting. How would I would like to try that instead of this, because I can't really do anything about people, apart from just preemptively avoiding all the people altogether, which is impossible. Uh, so that's still kind of the same as with lights. Sometimes you need interactions, but also because like I'm not particularly attached to lights, and I don't know why I'm using lights, but let's go with lights as an example. But I absolutely get attached to people, and I just trust people, and I can't really prepare for that. For being like ignored in your face, or like cursed or forced to do something that the lights can try, but they don't have any will to actually like forcefully attack me. This is not like in any way a truth. Oh crap! It's not in any way. My suffering is so suffering. Not like those other autistics, like lights are like whatever. No, it's just I'm just thinking like, oh, like I don't have an arm. Would I do better if I didn't have a leg instead? With my lifestyle, like how would I go about not having a leg? Might it be a bit easier? It's this kind of thing. This is, I think, where I'm gonna finish and go touch my hamster because he is active right now. Anyway, I'm out. Yeah, my faculties are all faculty. I still need to rest, so I'm not gonna do anything demanding. Hopefully, because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be demanding or not. The hamster is not gonna be demanding. But yeah, I've survived. That's good.